endless possibilities. And we're looking right here, we're jumping into the world. Pretty much everything you see, so it's a 400 square mile world. Everything you see, anywhere you can go to. There are no restrictions, there's nothing blocking you. It takes place in a Mediterranean-inspired island nation of Medici. And as we come in here, of course, we have the parachute, and we've redone the parachute, so now it is a really stable platform. The idea is that we want people to stay up in the parachute and be able to shoot and attack and kind of be up in the air much more. And that kind of style is something that, I think Just Cause has a very unique aspect to it. And we wanted to give Rico just that really smooth ability. Part of that is coming in on this world, and we also want to give a history to the world. So when it's oppressed, the people are going to walk and their heads are going to be bowed a bit. There's trash on the streets. There's people standing in lines, because I guess that's what people do in a bureaucracy.
We can go stand over there.
Yeah, it's like you got to stand in line, right?
It's bureaucracy, it's great.
And you hear like the dictator talking, and you basically want to destroy all the propaganda in the town.
Yeah.
And one of the iconic pieces of propaganda in Just Cause is the giant statues.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been working with Havoc for a long time. We've actually incorporated brand new Havoc Destruction. Rico's going to go up to the rooftop right here, and when he goes up, he'll actually start tethering the statue's hand to his face, because that's what he should be doing.
That was a satisfying grapple, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Shot right up there.
Yeah.
And so we have multiple grapples in the game now, so instead of just one, you can have more and more. And
all right.
Right now we're announcing we have up to 5, but there might be another one in the offing too. It's kind of a balance, right? How many you do.
Oh, slap. Wow. And he just crumbles.
And the only thing that won't break apart there is his head, so you can grapple it to pretty much anything you want and then use it as a wrecking ball.
Nice.
But also Rico himself, we've redone all the locomotion. We wanted to make it really fluid. So even leaping up over that edge, that's just pushing forward on the controller. It's very smooth. Rico has over 2,500 animations.
Wow.
And the idea is just to give you that sense of weight and that next-gen animation, but still the awesome responsiveness that everyone demands from a Just Cause game. Here you can see a Chaos object. It's not a thing with life. It is a real physicalized object, so you can rip it apart and play with it and do all sorts of cool things.
Wow.
The gas stations, everyone loved the gas stations, but we made them a little bigger.
Oh, yeah. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, who cares about the missions and stuff? It's like, I just want to blow up the whole city. Just see how much, destruction I can
You kind of panicked some of the people.
Yeah, there's a chain effect here.
kind of panicked. They're like, oh, look, Rico's at it again.
And of course, the next thing that we did is the wingsuit.
Whoa!
So by stabilizing the parachute, we needed some way to traverse the world, right?
Wow.
And so we were trying to develop a system to move around the world. And the wingsuit is great. It's so much fun. It feels visceral. It feels right. But you add that to the grapple, now you can like slingshot around the world in a wingsuit and a grapple, basically moving nonstop around the world. And it's just this amazing feeling of flight. And it actually takes a little bit of time. And you notice you grapple off anything, off the top of a car, through tunnels. You can find your way around this huge open world. And it gives you just another way of moving through the open world in just an amazing way.
And I gotta say, that's fantastic, because I mean, a lot of games, when they want to show you that they have a huge open world, they make you walk around it. Doesn't it feel big? It's taking you 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This is so refreshing, and what a great view of like all the different angles. You never get to see this in a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean, vistas and like the scale is really big. So here's up one of our bases. It's a port base, so it's kind of water-based. We actually do full physicalized water and a bunch of other things within it too. But here, those huge spherical fuel tanks below, you can decide how to blow them up. So again, we're going to use the grapple, and something that we've upgraded for the grapple, you can actually control the tension of the grapple itself on your controller. So you notice it's tied in now, but it's not automatically pulling. So you can set up these amazing sequences with the grapple hook, and all of these things are physicalized. So the struts are real. You can actually rip those struts apart and it'll start breaking apart. So now Rico's going to go up here and actually control the tension of the grapple lines. And the more grapples you have, the stronger it'll be. Thus you can rip this giant thing off.
I was just thinking, very, very smart of him to grapple the hell out of there. I noticed that. Wow, that's awesome. I love that camera
Those are
shot.
satisfying explosions you got going on there.
Yeah, they are huge. So the other thing we did was we really wanted to upgrade the vehicles. We wanted to give it an arcadey racing experience, a lot of weight. And of course, the vehicles themselves have awesome destruction. Like they're hinge parts, things will blow up. But you can now race this like a real race.
Oh, it's cold-blooded.
That was cold. It was a little bit.
Rico, damn.
Rico don't care.
It's for the revolution.
It's right. Yeah.
It was the sacrifice.
She was definitely in the pocket of.
She was the chairman.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Nana.
So we have all these upgrades as well. We call them mods, and any vehicle you collect in the world. So when you free a town, you can then start collecting vehicles. There are over 80 vehicles. It means that you can actually take a vehicle and it'll attach nitrous to it, or turbo jump, like our Knight Rider inspired jumping.
Wow.
And that sort of feel allows you to do it to anything, even like a tractor. And you notice our vegetation gets flat in there too?
Yes.
We have full destruction of the vegetation, which means if you drive around a field and mess around on it, you can draw pictures of it, which the internet won't do
I
anything.
wonder what they'll draw.
Yeah.
I wonder. I really wonder.
All right. They're gonna make crop circles.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Someone's
Somebody
coming
is like, yeah, they
Going
got the
hydro.
trigger finger. Yeah, each trigger.
They were really interested in this one.
But they're like, you know what? You get missiles, and there you go.
Just missed it. It's like a shotgun RPG. 'cause
Oh, wow.
Why not?
Look
So you
at
can see all the parts they break
Yeah.
apart. And then the bridge itself, you can have this huge convoy on the bridge.
I just love the civilian running.
Just running
Oh
through.
my god!
And everything.
Wow.
What impressive infrastructure.
I adore destructible environments, destructible anything.
Yeah.
I adore destroying things in video games. That is badass.
But anyways, we're going to come up to our next piece, and we've been showing off a bit of destruction, but in our world itself, we have enormous destruction. So here is a giant bridge. All of our bridges are destroyable, so you can choose how you want to take it down.
So the first one is Ride the Tide. The second one, Chop Chop or Hydra Missiles.
Hydra
I'm
missiles.
foreign.
So there you can just blow into any helicopter, any military vehicle, so there's no more quick time events there. So there's a little bit of a pause from a gameplay perspective, so if you're doing it in the middle of combat, but we made it really seamless. So our bridge is totally dynamic, it'll destroy in different ways. That giant helicopter has both explosive shells as well as missiles, and you can take out a whole piece of the road network, and then the sim traffic and stuff will obviously try to stop driving on it. It's a great way to take out a giant military convoy.
I really like the guy like just falling there,
Just,
just
like,
like
driving off the
randomly.
So here we're going to look at our Rebel drop system. So we had so much fun as devs just being able to spawn in whatever we want, whenever we want, that we thought, well, we should just do that for Rico. So we've kind of put in a Rebel spawn system, and it allows you to drop a vehicle, a special weapon, a two-handed weapon, and your one-handed dual wield all at once. So you never have to wait for, there's no more animations, there's nothing that goes in. You just,
Quick and easy.
yeah, quick and easy, you throw your beacon, and we wanted to keep improving, obviously, on all the flight mechanics, and our stunting is totally new now. So instead of being fixed in one place, you can walk around anywhere, and this has to do with any vehicle in the world, be it a plane, a train, a car, a boat, and that dynamic stunt plane changes the way the world feels. Of course, our motorcycles as well, we have everything's brand new. You can do combat from the motorcycle, and enemies can actually fight on motorcycles as well and fight back at you. You'll notice you can blow out tires, everything explodes all the time.
Hide, hide.
That's a little bit of heat that you get to do, driving through the region. And now we're in the southern part of the region. We're going to look at a totally different base from the one we first looked at. And this is a communications array. It's called Vigilator Sud. And Rico's going to come in and take out this enormous base. This is a very vertical base, so the idea behind it is you need to be good at being in the parachute, and the wingsuit, and this tank is great. Powerful, huge gun on it. And this is not the biggest tank in the game, by the way. Just to let you know. So here we're coming in, and once again, once you start entering one of these bases, there's no mission to start. You don't have to do anything. You can just decide, I'm going to take out this base, and you start right in on it. And every chaos object you destroy, you'll be able to turn around, leave the base, and come back, and that piece of the base will actually stay destroyed.
For the people.
Crash through a gate.
closely to indestructible, you know, like
It is. You know, when you're in a tank, you gotta come in. It's a tank. So here we're gonna see us like having a little bit of fun here. So we went a little off the rails here and just wanted to have a little excitement of showing you what you can do in Just Cause 3.
like how everything is falling apart so nicely.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on how everything fractures and moves around. We have lots of enemy types. You'll notice the physics is there, so the weight of the person actually caused the helicopter to move just enough. You can fire while reeling in, so if you're going into something, you can actually shoot your crazy Hydra missiles. And the scale of destruction, I mean, these enormous towers are... it was just so much fun to build this stuff. Our new hang under, feet on underneath when you're hanging under, so it's the upside down. It's quite badass. Hi everyone, I'm Roland Lesterlin, the game director for Just Cause 3, and welcome to the beautiful Mediterranean island chain of Medici. As Rico Rodriguez, you'll explore all 400 square miles of this vast open world. But right now, let's just jump straight into free fall towards the town of Alba. At Avalanche Studios, we love building huge sandbox worlds, and everything you see here on the screen you can travel to. The hills, the mountains, the beaches, you name it, what you see, you can go straight to it. The story behind Medici is that it's being held under the brutal control of the dictator General Di Ravello. And as you can see, his domineering presence can be felt throughout all the towns and the villages. Inspiring a revolution to free the people is no simple task for any ordinary citizen. But Rico is no ordinary person. With his unique tools of destruction and large arsenal of weaponry, it's entirely up to you on how you want to free the people. It can all start with toppling one of the classic symbols of General Di Ravello's rule. We'll see Rico using the physics of the world and his new multi-tethers to force Di Ravello's statue into inflicting damage upon itself. Alright, so with the statue destroyed and Di Ravello's tyrannous grip on the town of Alba no longer quite so tight, let's have a look at Rico's new upgraded grapple. As with JC2, traversal is very much at the heart of the experience. Medici is packed with activities, challenges, and opportunities for creative destruction. And here we can see one of Di Ravello's propaganda spouting speakers, so let's make quick work of it and tear it down. Using his tethers, Rico is able to rip chaos objects like this from their supports. And as you destroy these pieces of propaganda, you further weaken Di Ravello's influence over the area. Gas stations were so much fun in JC2, we decided that we wanted to take them out of the core chaos progression system and just allow players to destroy them as many times as they want. And our physics play to our favor as a chain reaction kicks off and the whole place goes up. Let's take advantage of Rico's brand new wingsuit, which completes Rico's set of aerial abilities alongside the grapple and parachute. As you can see here, the sense of speed with the wingsuit deployed is unparalleled. And with the right terrain, we can cover huge distances very quickly. Just as with the parachute, Rico can use his grapple to pull himself along, thus giving him an additional speed boost, and have tons of fun doing it. Let's apply a little out-of-the-box thinking with one of the many airborne vehicles in the game. Rico can fly anything, so hijacking this jet really isn't an issue. And this might be a multi-million-dollar military plane, but in Rico's hands, it's a very big and expensive bullet. Alright, so we've blown up the refinery and we've seen the cascade of destruction. Now let's take to the roads in a souped-up sports car. In Just Cause 3, there are over 80 different air, land, and sea vehicles for you to drive, crash, do whatever you want with. Our driving model has been completely overhauled since Just Cause 2, giving players more control over the vehicles themselves, as well as increasing their destructibility. And of course, there are numerous race challenges for you to play that will allow you to unlock vehicle-based mods to improve your rides. We're not a racing game, so going off-road in our world can be lots of fun. Our state-of-the-art destruction extends even to vegetation. So if you're under heat trying to get away from people, you can plow through fields of sunflowers and lavender fields, even through bushes and trees. So we'll stop here. Thought I'd give you an opportunity to blow up something truly massive. I guess we're going man versus bridge with our super powerful Hydra missiles and see what kind of damage we can cause. Shooting out the supports will result in the bridge destroying in tons of different ways. And this means you can come up with your own great action moments. And that's the core of the sandbox experience. With the bridge out of commission, Rico can focus on the next objective. And to make that a little easier, we've instituted a new Rebel Drop system. The Rebel Drop system allows Rico to order weapons and vehicles at a moment's notice via airdrop. This beautiful and peaceful flight offers us another opportunity to show off a new feature, and that's our new stunting system. So we moved away from the specific authored points on vehicles from JC2 and allowed the player total freedom on top. So if you jump out onto the plane, you can actually walk around the plane wings themselves. And of course, the plane itself can be used as a means of destruction. Maybe we should get off the plane first. Let's swap out wings for wheels and take a motorbike for the remainder of our journey. And while it's nice to weave along Medici's roads with the wind in our face, it is inevitable that Diravello's men will catch up. We can do combat directly from the bike, and eventually defeating Diravello's military. And here we are at another of the General's huge military facilities. So let's put all of Rico's abilities and tools to the test, and take down Vigilator Sud's huge communication spires and satellite dish, and cripple the General's hold on Sirocco.